What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Band-Maid. Yes, indeed. Band-Maid Fans Feeling You. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-boobity-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This is a request from John Tapmeyer and T. Morris. They both want to see me react to the song by Band-Maid called YOLO.
YOLO, hashtag YOLO.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Band-Maid, okay? And the video has 4.1 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Band-Maid YOLO official music video. Wah, wah, wah.
What is an esports?
Hashtag get based.
You've heard me say this a bunch of times before. I'm not going to say it again. Look, official music video coming off the official channel. You know what I'm going to say. So I'm not going to say it. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay. This sounds earlier. It sounds earlier in their career. I don't know how far back this goes, but it does. It sounds like it came off an album that probably came out, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years ago. It may be earlier than that. It might even be earlier than that. Everything sounds good. Everything sounds solid. Everything sounds tight. Very typical of Band-Maid. No surprises, no shock, no awe, no amazing, no fantastic. but everything is hitting for par. Everything is hitting exactly what I was expecting. Nobody is falling under the level of expectation that they've set for themselves. So far, so good. So far, so good. Let's keep going here. Nice solo from Konami right there. Really nice. I love the tapping. Tapping was really clean. More the same. More the same. I will say Misa's bass playing is catching my attention a lot. Moving up and down the neck as much as she is. She's being very active, especially in that second verse and the pre-chorus as well. Far more active than she was in the first verse and pre-chorus. So that was good to see. That was really good to see. I was gonna say something about the drumming, and it just went out of my head. I was gonna say something nice about the drumming from Akane, but maybe it'll come back to me for the review. I feel like sometimes Konami gets overlooked. I really do. I feel like, and I'm not saying that she's the weak link of the band. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form, but I do feel like the spotlight is not put on her very often. The spotlight goes on Psyche, obviously. She's the lead vocalist. The spotlight goes on Misa a lot because she's an incredible bassist. She really is. The spotlight goes on Miku a lot, just because she's the backing vocalist and she's one of the co-founders of the band. And she's a solid rhythm guitar player, she is. And I don't know, man. I personally feel like Akane gets more of the spotlight than Konami does, which I think is kind of a shame because Konami's a really, really good guitar player, man. She could do some great stuff. When she does solo, you could hear the talent. You can see the talent. It's just kind of a shame that I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like a lot of the times Konami gets overlooked, and I think that's a real shame because she is very, very talented. Let's keep going here. Actually, let's finish this out, and we'll get to the review. Sliding. Solid song. Solid song. Not one of their best, but at the same time, I wouldn't say it's one of the weakest either. It's probably going to be right around somewhere in the middle, if I'm being honest. Let me think about this. I'll see you in the review and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Band-Maid with YOLO. This was a request from John Tapmeyer and T. Morris. All right, I thought about it, and my suspicions were correct about where I had a feeling this was going to be. So let's get to it. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.3. Yep, 8.3. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, not the best song I've ever heard from Band-Maid, not the most impressive song I've ever heard from Band-Maid, but at the same time, not their weakest either. This was right about in the middle, maybe like, maybe not at 50%, maybe at like 48%, okay? Like 47, 48% somewhere in there on their grading scale. Now, their grading scale compared to, you know, Joe Nobody and the Never Will Be's, I mean, come on, it doesn't even compare. But, I liked the song. I really did. I did dig the song. I enjoyed listening to it. Some really nice things happening in there. Some great things happening in there. I'm just going to knock Misa out of the park. She did a great job. Okay, she really did. She did a great job. Especially that second verse where she got very active. The second verse and the second pre-chorus where she was really moving up to the point where she got up to the top of the neck and she was playing chords. Really nice, very, very effective for the song. Really added a lot to that second verse, if I'm being honest. Kept the second verse really moving forward. So good on her, and she did a great job overall. Let's go to Psyche. Her vocals, I've heard her do far more impressive vocals than what we heard here. So if you're asking me if her vocals were amazing or impressive, I'm going to say honestly, no, they weren't. But they sounded really good, and what she sang fit the context of the song. So I have no problem with anything she did. Everything that she did sounded strong. It sounded, I mean, obviously it's a studio recording, so, you know, the pitch is obviously going to be there. That's what Pro Tools is for. You know, but I mean, everything that she sang sounded really good. Her tone sounded good. Her power sounded good. Her delivery sounded really good. I dug everything I heard from her. Okay, I really did. I think she did an outstanding job. So for what it was. Now, does that mean that it was impressive? No. It just means that within the context of the song, she did everything that she needed to do, and it sounded really good. Mika's rhythm guitar in this, good chunky tone. I liked it, filling out the sound the best way that she can, in the best way she knows how. Backing vocals sounded really nice as well. Got no issue with them at all. Akane's drumming sounded really nice. Dug it. Dug everything about it. Still trying to remember what I was thinking of when I was going to say something, and I don't remember what it was. I watched in, like, you know, I'm going to be asleep tonight and I'm going to shoot up out of bed. I remember what it was. I watched. That's going to happen tonight. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. But right now, I cannot remember. It was a good thing. It was a compliment. I remember that. I remember it was a compliment, but I do not remember what it was. Driving me nuts. The last person I'm going to talk about is Konami. Now, I talked about this at length. I really don't want to beat a dead horse, but I do feel this deserves to be said. I do feel like quite often, especially on this channel, because, you know, being a bass player, I relate more to Misa than I relate to anybody else in the band. But I do feel like Konami quite often gets overlooked, and that's a real shame because she really is a great guitar player. We saw it right here in the guitar solo that she did. She's got tremendous amount of talent and tremendous amount of ability, and she nailed that solo. She absolutely did. What I was actually more impressed by, though, than her solo, don't get me wrong, that the solo was impressive. What impressed me more than that was after the solo, we went into that breakdown section, and in the background, if you listen carefully, you can hear her diddling and then sliding down on one of her top strings. I'm thinking it's either the G string or the B string. but she's diddling, 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 boom, and then she slides down. Diddle, 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 boom, and then she slides down again. It's very faint in the background. You have to listen for it, but I was like, how clever? How clever is that to help fill out the sound without just, sustaining chords? Let Miku sustain the chords. Let her do that while Konami sits there and diddle, 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 boom, and then slide down. I thought that was really, really clever. I thought that was really well done. And I like the placement of it. You had to look for it. Like, I heard it a couple times, and I'm like, I hear something. What is that? And I zeroed in on it, and I figured out it was Konami doing it. And I was like, that's great. That's great. Very tastefully done. So I absolutely appreciated that. Now, look, it's a great song. It is. It is definitely a great song. Would I say it's one of their best? Absolutely not. But I'm also not going to sit there and say it's one of their weakest either. I would put this right about in the middle, maybe just a tiny bit under 50%. Like I said, around like the 47, 48 percentile, okay? Even then, compared to a lot of other bands, that's fantastic. So we'll take it, okay? 8.3, I feel good with that score, and that is where we're going to stay. So 8.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hope I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.